Hello, my name is Tony. I'm here representing 3D Printer Gear. We sell 3D printers and other gear that is associated with that. Why am I here today? Oh, I better not drop that, I might break. No, to play basketball. Exactly. Who said that? Me. Yeah, you get lollies, done, boom. Why am I here today? I'm going to talk to you about creating, inventing, making. Who here makes stuff? Everyone makes something. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what you do, what industry you're from, you're all makers. We're all makers. And what I absolutely love about this is that my goal here at 3D Printer Gear is, and we sell a lot of machines, but we also do a lot of training. We teach. And I'm a teacher and a mechanical engineer. So my goal is simple. I want to help you and other people achieve their creative goals. How do I do that, though, if I've only got 10 minutes? That is a really, really big ask. How can I instill you with knowledge now that will help you in the future? If I had to do that in 10 minutes, I could give you a crash course in 3D printing and teach you so much about it, give you just a bunch of information. I could give you an overview of the technology so you can see like big picture, like where's this used? What industries are it in? Yeah. I could also give you a resource list. Hey, here's 10 links and 10 books that you won't read. How many resource lists do you get when you do a lecture or a tutorial? Okay, would any of this work? Would I leave you with like knowledge that yeah, probably not, right? It's not going to work. What should I do instead?
Show us.
Show you something? Well, I've shown you something. Here's an airless basketball. It's 3D printed out of a bounceable material. It's got elasticity in it. And the design itself, I'll pass it around. The design itself has two walls, okay? And it's hexagonal in shape. So it creates more elasticity through the design. You can't make that shape without a 3D printer. It is only 3D printing that allows you to do that. Before 3D printing, you couldn't do that. With 3D printing, you can do it. Okay, is anyone here a basketball expert? I know I'm not. Oh, you are? Done. Yeah, beautiful, go on. Sorry. So I'm not an expert in a lot of different industries, but I'm an expert with 3D printing. That's why my job and my goal today is to inspire you and to show you that you can be a maker too. So instead, let me tell you a story. Everyone likes TV. Stories are nice. You remember them. And it's my story. All right, what is this? Anyone know? Take a guess.
It's a saw.
It's a what?
It's a saw.
Cutting? No, not cutting. I'm going to give you that, but it's not a saw. Does anyone know why is it glowing? Temperature? I already gave you one. I'll give you one. There you go. Yeah, you're watching intently. It's really hot. That is a glass 3D printing nozzle. You can 3D print glass? Oh my goodness, I had no idea about that. Why am I showing you this? I made that. I put a patent on it and I sold that around the world. Does anyone know Foster Partners? Anyone an architect here? Awesome. Oh, I'm not going to be able to make that. Let's try. Oh, sorry. There you go. Sorry, mate. I apologize. These Haribos don't fly as well. We might need something a bit smaller. Yeah, wings. Yeah, 3D print some wings. Sorry about that. I feel like I owe you Haribos for almost taking your head off. There you go. All right. Foster Partners, a massive architect firm. They reached out to a startup that I worked at just in Reservoir, just a couple of guys. We made a glass 3D printer, posted it online, had no idea about marketing, sales. Foster Partners is one of the most influential architect firms in the world. They reached out to our startup and they became one of our clients. And we printed this piece for them along with 5 other pieces, custom glass pieces. They were all different designs. They were all unique in shape and they were all made generatively, that's just a fancy word for by a computer by itself, with an AI program. They asked us, hey, can you make these different glass pieces? We saw that you do glass printing. We think it's cool. We've got this exhibition that opened up in London. I said, no worries, that sounds great. I would love to. That's going to be so good for our business. When do you need them by? They said, in 5 days. I said, you guys are just unbelievable. I said to them, do you know how, you guys are in the UK. We're in Australia. They said, look, if you can't do it. I said, no, I'll do it. It's too big of an opportunity to give up. We had 2 machines. We printed these 5 pieces. On the Monday, we got the designs. Tuesday, Wednesday, we printed it. And they paid someone on Thursday to get on a plane and fly it over to the UK. It was there within 5 days. How do you make any part like this really, really quickly, custom and tailored out of this material any other way? If you can come up with a solution there, let me know, because it's really, really difficult to do some things if you're not using 3D printing. That's where the industry's kind of gone. For lower volume, higher value parts like this, we're not printing 1,000 of these, we're just printing 5. Very, very useful. Okay? You could probably think in your industry or wherever you do, maybe you just need 1 of something or 2 of something, or you're going to try something and then test it and then change it. Yeah? That is where 3D printing is very, very useful. We also just printed a lot of different parts. This was one piece, the Dragon, we downloaded from a 3D model online. Literally just download, send it to the printer, and it's done. Other people in the industry that also upload files are people in the car industry, builders, architects, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Anyone can upload these files, so you just download them. The other one on the left, we collaborated with these architects in Europe. They sent us the design, and we printed it for them. So we're crossing borders now, right? I even made a machine that created the filament. So we got recycled glass. This was sent to us from Germany, kind of defeating the purpose of recycling it. But anyway, they wanted us to make glass out of their colors. So we did that. And then we even printed, this looks very simple, it's a very simple shape, but we were able to push the boundaries of how you produce glass. If you have a technical mind, if you understand how things work, then you would understand that 3D printing, how it builds up layer by layer, and I'll show you how it works in a bit, is fundamentally different to any other technology, which means it's got a value proposition that is totally different to any other technology. The only way that you're going to be able to know if that is useful for you is if you try it. So what should I tell you to convince you of that? Well, why am I telling you this? Well, I love to brag, but I want to inspire you. I really only want to tell you one thing. Whatever you do, you can unleash your creativity. Let me show you a mental trick that I've used that helped me make that glass 3D printer, helped me put a patent on it, and helps me continue to make awesome and new and inventive things. All right? Assume what you want to make is possible and work backwards to make it. You just find whatever technology that you need to use. That's why coming to events like this is really good. This is why networking is really good, and talking to other people that are in other industries is really good. Even if you might immediately think, oh, that's not really useful, or I'm not going to find any benefit to it, the more knowledge that you have, the more power that you have here. But Tony, that's great. I came here to learn about 3D printing. How do I actually make something? All right, fine. If you really want it, here are a few slides on 3D printing, okay? How does it work? It's just a glorified hot glue gun. Most of them are glorified hot glue guns. We take material. Who's used a hot glue gun? Yeah, we should all probably have used it at some stage. Really useful because you can make things really quickly. Material goes in, it melts, and then it comes out. What happens after it comes out? Cools down, solidifies, yep. So what's a 3D printer? It's just a hot glue gun, but it can move in 3 axes. Usually got a heated bed, and the hot glue gun is called a hot end. Oh wow, engineers, amazing. Change the wording. Very, very clever. What materials can you print with it? I'm gonna pick up the Haribos. What materials can we print with it? Plastics, done, boom. What else? Glass, thank you. Yep, metals. Concrete, love it. Stone, yes. Yeah, definitely. Resins, very good. This was a lot safer. I apologize for throwing that before. I feel really bad about that. Yep, so you can have fiber, reinforced plastics. There's so much that you can do. If I had a little clicker, I would have shown you. We got thermoplastics. That's what, if you come to our stand after, if you haven't, it's just over there, behind that wall, not on the wall. Thermoplastics is what we use. Resins, ceramics, so you can print in clays and stuff like that, and then put that in a kiln and like fire it. What's the advantage of that? Well, if you print with clay, you can actually, even by hand, go and modify your part and then go and put it in a furnace. You can do metals, composites. Composites is just a fancy way of saying more than 2 materials. With the printers that we've got, you can actually put up to 4 materials in there, so you can print like flexibles and rigid materials, you can print different colors, you can print all sorts of things. Some of the ones that I'm referring to when I say composites here, though, are fiber reinforced plastics, carbon reinforced plastics, or glass fiber reinforced plastics. So you can get really, really strong parts as well. Strong and also rigid parts. Biomaterials, people are printing with stem cells and all sorts of weird stuff. I'm not going to pretend I know that world. Like I said, I know 3D printing. I don't know every industry, okay? You've got to connect your industry to the ability to make, and you might do that. You might benefit with 3D printing, so you've got to decide for yourself. Food, construction, exotic materials like glass, and even lunar materials. We had some discussions with people that were printing stuff on the moon. So some really cool stuff there. I wish I could share more about that. All right, so how does the whole process work? I'm only telling you guys this because you asked me, okay? First, you start with the design. What's a design? Pick up the Haribos. A 3D model, who said it? Nice, oh, you get another one, nice. Yeah, that's good, now I feel good. Now I feel like we're even now. It's a 3D model, so something on a computer. You can design stuff using sculpting software, so where you're like creating this like organic shape, like a figurine or something like that. Parametric design, have you guys heard this word? Yeah, it's kind of a weird word. I want to change it to maybe geometric design or like basic shape design, low creativity design. It's like what an engineer would use to make like a jig or a tool holder or something like that. The part has like straight edges or a curved edge with a hole in it, and it's like very accurate parts. You can also download things from libraries and use AI. There's a whole lot of different ways that you can design these days, and I teach 10-year-olds how to do this. Seriously, we've got after-school programs for 3D printing. They're not doing soccer after school. They're coming with me and they're learning 3D printing. You know how many kids I teach this to? Kids are doing it. You don't have an excuse if you don't know how to do it. Okay, I'm serious. If you think it's too hard, stop thinking that. You're limiting yourself. Okay, you design, then you make, so you print, and usually after you make something, you can make it out of all different materials, like I told you. Then you test it, and then you learn something, and then you repeat it. Can anyone tell me why 3D printing is used in almost every school now? Say it again. Fast. Fast and cheap. Yeah, that's a good one. What do schools do? Quick turnaround. Who said that? Yeah, beautiful. Go on. Oh, sorry. Exactly. You do this process, design, make, print, in maybe a few hours or in one day. That is a really quick loop. So whatever you do, whatever you make, you can do that really, really quickly and really, really cheaply, or out of different materials. Okay, I don't know what you make. I'm not an expert in what's the conference for? Building something? I'm underplaying, but yes, building technology. I don't know what you do exactly, but I know 10-year-olds design, 10-year-olds print, and then I'm sure that you guys can put those prints into work and then learn something from it. This process can happen really quickly. You can do amazing things with it. We had, just to give you one example, we had a client that they've got like 10 or 15 carpenters in their business or whatever. They make a lot of doors. They had to set up these jigs for like to drill into the door, to like put different parts into the door, like the handle and all that, the lock and all that. And they would have to do it on site. It would always be custom. The door would be different every time. So they just designed a jig that would fit onto the door. The operator will be able to slide it to the exact location and use 3D printed knobs to actually like secure it, and then they would drill it. It saves their business in labor tens of thousands of dollars a year, because like if you add it up across all of the people that are making these doors, they've just made a solution for it. Now, that's one example. You can go and find more. I'm not going to tell you what they are because you're an expert in your industry. I'm just going to hopefully motivate you that 3D printing is a potential solution. Fair enough. All right, this is us. We're called 3D Printer Gear. Sell a lot of these materials. If you want to learn more about 3D printing, if you want to get involved, even if you just want to learn the process, a machine like that, that's on the bench there, can be like $300, right? You can learn this whole process, design, printing, and making for $300, and if you've got enough room as a desk. You see how big it is, it's tiny, right? If you want to learn more, we've got a free school community, because when any new technology comes out, education is kind of the first thing that you need to like see, to actually help. So we have made our own course. Now, we also want to make more formal courses in 3D printing. So, tell your lecturers, hey, like partner with these 3D Printer Gear guys. We're already chatting, but we would hope, like this is in so many industries, right? So many industries. Our company is growing really, really quickly, and it's matching the industry. So don't believe me for a second, right? Oh, Tony's saying buy a 3D printer. He sells 3D printers. Why would I listen to this guy? The industry is multiplying by 4 in the next 5 years. 3D printing is used in so many industries already. Okay? So there's a massive opportunity because now everyone is a maker. Okay? Everyone is a maker. And if you pair that ability to make with your specific knowledge, amazing things will happen. Thank you. Any questions?